Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome back to the last video in this series about the 10 pools, lagoons, hot springs, spas, geothermal experiences, the sort of tourist aimed ones, 10 of them in Iceland. I've gone through 9 so far. And at last, we're at the grand finale. We're going off to Hvammsvík, which is the newest one, which opened, I think, in July 2022. And we're going to see how it compares to the others and then appoint our grand winner. Very exciting. So, you know how this goes by now. We start with public transport. How accessible is it by public transport? Do you need to hire a car? I'm afraid you do, yes. This one is really out of the way. It's like halfway along the bottom of the fjord, and no one goes along the bottom of the fjord because there is a tunnel and you can just cut straight underneath it. So it's quite out of the way. There's no buses. You will need a car for this one. There are tours. Obviously, there's tours. I went there on a tour. But if you want to go there on your own time, you are going to need a car. Second, as usual, private showers. Hvammsvík does have private showers. I thought it was more like a sort of communal thing with just the one shower, but I've looked at my pictures. No, there are definitely private showers. You know, they're only the sort of neck to knee kind, but they are there. So that's good. 1 point for that. Next up, big batch of points for facilities. First of all, is it swimmable? I'm going to give this 0. It's not technically swimmable. I will explain that later on. It does have hot pots. This place is like 10 hot pots of various shapes, sizes, depths, temperatures spread all over the beach. It's nothing but hot pots, so that's nice. It doesn't have a sauna. It does have a steam room that smells really sweet, actually. It doesn't have a waterfall, and it does have extras. So it is on the edge of the fjord, and you can go out and swim in the fjord if you want. So yes, it is swimmable if you would like to swim in freezing cold Atlantic water. This isn't even a lake. This is the sea. So that comes to 3 points altogether for the facilities. Next batch, your in-water experience. And I always start with the drinks, in-water drinks. We do have in-water drinks here. They are only in one pool. You have to swim up to the window and order your drink. But yeah, it all works very nicely. I can't remember how you pay. I don't remember having an electronic wristband, but I definitely didn't take my wallet in either. So I can't remember how it works, but there are in-water drinks in the nice big relaxing pool. We do have fun extras as well in this one. You can hire a paddleboard. They do yoga sessions. They do cold water swimming, dipping sessions. So that, I think, would count as a fun extra. They don't give you towels, but you can hire them. So you can take your own, or just sort of not have a freezing cold wet towel to take home with you. I've not seen that they hire robes. This is one place that would benefit from robes, because you are running around on the beach. And when I was there in February, it was snowing, and walking along down to the bottom pool, not a lot of fun in that weather. So 0 points for hire of robes. And then the view. This one is marked out of 3, and I'm giving it 3 because it's a spectacular view. You are on the edge of the fjord. There are steep-sided mountains on both sides and out in front of you, and there's the fjord out in front. It's just stunning. I mean, I was there in the winter when everything was a bit snow dusted, but I think in the summer it's probably quite bright green. There's probably still some snow. So yeah, beautiful view, 3 out of 3, no question. Which comes to in-water drinks, fun extras, towels, 3 points for view, 6 points altogether for your in-water experience. And the last of the series, what do I think of it? How many points am I scoring it out of 3? This thing that I've been alternating between calling vibes and calling polar bear points, marking out 3. I'm giving it 3 because I love Hvammsvík. I'm aware that the day I was there, it was really, really quiet. There were only about 6 people in the entire place. And it could well change if I was there on a very busy day. But I wasn't, and it was beautiful and it was wonderful, and I really liked it. So I'm giving it 3 out of 3. Next, the big ugly one, the price. This can make or break a pool. How is Hvammsvík doing? So a general adult admission, nothing special, is 7,900 Icelandic krona last time I looked, which works out about £47. I think that's very expensive. That is up there with the likes of the Sky Lagoon, whereas I would expect it to be, it feels rustic, it feels authentic, it feels like some people who had a hot spring in their garden and so they decided to make something of it, and it just feels like that's a lot of money. So on my sliding scale from, I think, -5 up to 2 points, if you've watched previous episodes, this scale might make a little more sense. I could do it from 1 to 10, but that gives the cheaper ones a huge advantage, whereas taking off some points doesn't. Hvammsvík loses 3 points. So our total, 1 for showers, 3 for facilities, 6 for in-water experience, 3 for polar bear points, minus 3 for price, comes to 10 points altogether. And how does that compare to the 9 that have gone before? So let's go through from 10th up to 1st. In 10th place, we have the Secret Lagoon on 8.5 points. Not entirely surprising, it is the most basic and rustic, but also authentic of the lot. It's also the cheapest, which clearly advantaged it a little bit. So Secret Lagoon, 10th place, 8.5 points. 9th place is the Forest Lagoon with 9 points. I think this is a little bit low because I really like the Forest Lagoon, but clearly the points just weren't in its favour. I guess maybe it was a little bit expensive, but it had a lot of good things. But yeah, it's worked out 9th. 8th, and this is a surprise, is the Blue Lagoon, 9.5 points. 8th place, the Blue Lagoon, Iceland's biggest and best and most popular pool. I mean, that's partly because the price has dragged it down hugely, because I can't think of anything else. Its view is satisfactory, the facilities are excellent. But yeah, it's fallen down all the way to 8th place. We're going to take a bit of a jump here because in joint 4th place we have Climber, GOC, Hvammsvík and Hvammsvík all on 10 points. I have some thoughts and feelings on this because some of these are my favourites and some of these are not, but I'm almost not entirely surprised they've ended up around the same place. Yeah, I'd have put Hvammsvík higher, but the points, it's lost its points for its price. Sky Lagoon is in 3rd place with 10.5 points. Now the Sky Lagoon is brilliant, but it is a bit on the small side. And I'm still very resentful that they charge you to go in the sauna and the steam room and all that, which you would normally get for free. So I don't particularly love that the Sky Lagoon has fallen into 3rd place, but I'm also not surprised. 2nd place, 12.5 points, got 2 left. Hvammsvík Nature Baths. I like the nature baths. I highly approve that they've come out in 2nd place, so that's nice. If you're in the area, definitely pop into the nature baths. They're brilliant. They're everything that's good about the Blue Lagoon, but smaller, cheaper, wilder, quieter, and just better. Which leaves 1st place. I don't think this is a surprise because this one came into 1st place very early on and has not been knocked down. Is Fontana, Lago Fontana on the Golden Circle. It's 17.5 points. It's a huge jump up from Hvammsvík on its 12.5. I think this is more of a technicality. It does have all the facilities, it does have a good view, and I do like it. The 17.5 seems huge. I think it is less than the sum of its points. I like it. I would have it in my top 5, probably my top 3. But the fact that it's so far out in front is astonishing. I mean, yeah, do go there. It's very nice. I would absolutely go there. I will always go there. But it just feels like the points have just come out a bit too much. And so that's it. The end of the series. We have decided which is the best geothermal pool in Iceland, and it's Lago Fontana. But they all have their advantages. They all have their disadvantages. For you, it's going to depend on where you are, because there's no point in Fontana being the best pool in Iceland if you're spending your time up in the North in Akureyri. So, yeah, lots of advantages to all of them, few disadvantages to all of them, but otherwise, go to whichever one you fancy and enjoy it. And look forward to part 11, probably not too soon when they open the next pool, because they've been opening them at quite the rate recently. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if there is already an 11th that I just haven't noticed yet. See you next time. Thank you for watching.